In order to make the hundreds of coasters that you see here tonight, we had to begin by creating a mold. Here you see the mold being made and part of the process.
This model this morning, but built inside of it a wire network, and we're now going to be hooking up the air to the network. It's just a low pressure air, and we expect to be able to see the water come up just like that. You see the water coming up? That happens pretty quickly, and with that happening, the plaster should come up pretty easily. Well, maybe not.
There it comes.
So this then is the shape piece that's going to create the shaped bats that will catch all the pieces as we make them, and will support them in a way that we can push in the logo stamp and so forth. So although this looks pretty rough, this will be pretty important as we make these shaped bats.
The mold is placed in our ram press, a machine that we use to press the same piece over and over again. The mold for the coasters allows us to make 4 coasters at one time. We put 4 lumps of clay on the mold, and the machine uses 30 tons of pressure to press the clay into a rough coaster shape. When the mold comes apart, you can see that the coasters still look very rough. We peel off the excess clay and clean them up a bit. Next, we stamp the bottoms of each one with our Gene Elton logo. Now, because we want to put another stamp on the top of each coaster, in this case the Bridgeport Rescue Mission's logo, we need a mold for the coasters to sit on. That is what you can see Lois inserting into the ram press now. The coasters fall into place on this mold, and we can stamp the top of each one. At this point, the coasters need time to dry before taking them out of the support mold. Once they are dry enough, we take a lot of time to clean them completely. Each one is scraped and sponged until it looks perfect. Before long, we have hundreds of coasters ready to fire.
You've heard of being on the edge? Yeah, this is being over the edge.
The first firing is called a bisque. This firing turns the clay into true ceramic material. It is much harder than clay, but still porous, which allows for the easy application of glazes, which is the next step. We glaze each coaster individually by using the spray booth. Spraying, instead of dipping or painting, gives each coaster a very even application of glaze. It does take practice, however. If too little is applied, you will feel the rougher texture of the clay underneath, but too much and the glaze melts all over the kiln when fired.
This is the second firing for the Bridgeport Rescue Mission project. This firing, we've got about 215 coasters in the kiln. Hopefully it turns out well.
After every glaze firing, we lose about 10% of the pieces due to pitting in the glaze or other irregularities. Sometimes we can salvage those by sanding down the problem areas, reglazing, and firing again. In addition to being used as coasters, they can be used as candle holders, soap dishes, dessert or candy dishes, as well as many other miscellaneous uses. We hope you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look into our pottery studio and the making of the coasters.